Alright, what's New Year's Day look like on the old Pecan Homestead? Well, I'm going to show you for one what me and Shayla have been working on today. And she's been cutting out a lot of pieces for it, polishing the ends up so that I can weld them. And I've been getting them tacked on and welded. We're getting ever so slightly closer to this being done. So the double round bell feeder is getting closer and closer to being done. All right, so I'm gonna go get Shayla. We're going to walk you around. We're gonna talk about some of our goats, where they are, and we're gonna talk about the Walker family farm goats that we bought and where they are on our farm and how they're doing. And then I've got to torch out some holes on my 3-point lift bell spike, get it hooked up, go down the road, get a couple bales of hay, and feed some cows. So I'll take you through that in this video. But let me go get Shayla so we can do a little farm walk around and show you where we are on these goats.
Hey guys, so we're gonna talk about the goats a little bit here. Kidding season is coming up really quick. I think we're down to about 4.5, 5 weeks. And we got, I think this is our heaviest bred nanny right here. She had triplets last time, so anxious to see what she throws this time, but she's bagging up pretty good. We should have about 12 bred, maybe 11, but anyway, these two right here are two of the doelings we got from the Walker Farm Fam.
The fawn colored one and the tricolored.
And then the other one is that black.
Here goats.
That black one with the moon spots.
I'm gonna throw some feed out. Alright.
Now we can show you. This black one right here with the spots is gonna be our other doeling that we got from them. They're not bred yet. We held off, to the best of our knowledge anyway. We've kept the billies pinned or vice versa. And we will breed them here in about what,
About 6
8 months. So we're gonna wait on them to get a little bit older. However, the other two, the older ones, which is gonna be this
right
white
there.
and brown one, just got kicked off by Burris.
This one with the reddish colored shoulders.
Yep. And then this fawn colored one right here.
And then the fawn colored one right beside her.
Burris
Those
here.
two should be heavy bred to mammoth.
Yeah.
All of our goats this year are bred to mammoth. And hey Levi, can you get just a little bit of cubes so we can go get mammoth up to the fence and really show him off?
Yeah, so you can see Missy's kids, these two right here, these are her kids. She's obviously heavy bred. Pretty sure
Missy for sure.
It's the white one we think.
This is Missy. She's about 3 times wider than her normal self.
And then the white one,
Snow White's daughter right here, she's definitely bred. She's swelled out there pretty wide.
We don't know about Eleanor.
Eleanor's always got a gut on her, but it'd be really sad if she wasn't bred. She's a very good looking goat.
This white one right here, her ribs are slightly expanded. I think maybe she might have just been the last one to be bred. Hopefully she bred. We bought her with 2 kids.
She's had 2 kids before. Eleanor.
And then Dorothy, she's been in rough shape ever since she lost her 2 front teeth, which we now learned that could possibly be from.
And Dorothy is this hornless one right here. She's a very pretty goat, but she's just not faring too well. We're hoping she's carrying a kid, but we don't know for sure. She's just a little underweight. She's not able to keep up with eating like she used to.
Oh, and Shirley.
And
We'll
Shirley.
show you her in a second.
So Shirley, our dappled up Boer cross that came out of Dorothy?
Yeah.
That came out of Dorothy. Her daughter, which is actually a very good looking goat, which is why, even though she's lost teeth, we'd like to get another kid out of her, especially out of Mammoth. But anyways, Dorothy's a good looking goat. And Dorothy lost twins. She aborted, and we're not sure why. We had 2 goats abort. Our very first goat ever, Snow White, she aborted and passed away. And this one aborted, but this one wasn't sick at all. She just ran around like nothing ever happened.
Snow White got very sick. We tried to treat her, and ultimately she didn't make it.
So let's get a look at.
I don't know why June's always alone. She's always alone. She's strange.
She's just soaking up the sun over there. We'll go get a look at June. This is Mammoth. He is hopefully breeding Shirley back. And we would be expecting kids 6 months from now if this works. And we may pick up a few Boers. That if they're open, we may try to get like 2 Boers and 2 Nubians to put with Mammoth. And we'll have what, 25% Kiko? Yeah. And do a breed up with them for the obviously the Nubians' height. And I've seen very good wethers out of Nubians before. And the Boers' meat capabilities. And put him with our hardy Kiko Billy and do a little breed up with them. And that would match her birth date if we can find some in the short term, roughly.
You want to go talk about your pigs for a second, Levi?
Well, your gilt's getting fat. I don't know about. He's not looking bad.
Yeah, he's getting big. He's getting bigger. He was pretty small, but he's gotten a lot bigger.
So there's our wild boar. He's if you've seen that short, he's still in here to get fed out, and
He's skittish.
he's a little skittish, but he's not mean. He's in here to get fed out and butchered relatively soon.
And these 2 are my 2 4-H project pigs. And I've been feeding them for how many weeks now?
I don't know, a couple months.
About 8-9 weeks. Maybe not quite
Which
that
one's
long.
the gilt and which one's the barra?
This is the gilt and this is the barra. And I actually put names out for this one. This one's name is Ham, the gilt. And then the barra's name is Bacon.
Ham and bacon.
I think it wasn't, but maybe a week or 2 before Thanksgiving when we picked them up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's only
A few
probably,
weeks.
I think
It's
we're on
maybe
the 7th week.
7 weeks or so.
Yeah, I think.
So they're not growing too bad, especially being that we've got other pigs in here stilling the feed all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely growing better than the last 2 pigs that we did. Our pigs weren't that big after 4 months of feeding them.
No. Levi's been doing a great job coming out here at least twice a day feeding them.
They're really friendly.
But,
Go check on the puppies.
yeah, puppy update. About pretty
Most
much.
of you guys have been keeping up to date on that with the pictures and the shorts and stuff that I've been posting. But for those of you on YouTube only, these are the puppies. Well, they'll be 6 weeks and 2 days. So we've got them all, got deposits on all of them except I believe 2 females. So
Oh, I want to go show them this puppy over here in a second. See if you can find the one we're going to keep, Levi. Wolverine.
Oh,
we
there's
haven't
the one that's identical
done that
down there.
announcement yet.
But
Well, it's the announcement.
Oh, this is our announcement.
Alright. Thinking, oh. Well, I was trying to go that way. Alright, so here's another puppy. Just one of them in here. Out here on the wild range with the goats. So they already set up out here, sometimes out here with the goats, and they'll be out there by themselves watching the goats and pigs and different things. And this is going to be our new livestock guardian, because you know we've got plenty for what we've got right now, but our plans are much bigger than the capacity of our place. We need more land, whether it's lease or we buy it or we share it with somebody locally and put some goats on it. We're gonna have to have dogs with those goats because wild dogs are just a problem. Coyotes, bobcats, things like that are gonna be a big problem. Even for kid goats, we have had a couple disappear before Fisher was mature, and we kind of suspected maybe it could have been a hawk or an owl.
Yeah.
That they just completely disappeared.
Yeah, that white one of June, yeah.
And we haven't had a coyote problem. So we thought most likely that it was birds, and Fisher's very good about keeping birds away.
Yeah.
But so that's why we need to keep one, and only one. We'd like to keep two, but we don't want puppy issues between each other. As you know, if one's bad about chasing chickens, we don't want two bad at chasing chickens.
Right. So this one, if you guys didn't know, the reason why Otter's name is Otter, when I went to go pick her up, the guy that I bought her from had named her Otterette, which was a strange name, but we're really bad about female names, and so we couldn't pick out a female name, and so we just kept calling her Otter for short, and it ended up sticking. So then when we got Fisher, we kind of kept the trend of that, what are those scientifically called? I
don't know, do they belong to weasels?
Yeah, they're all in the same family. So we ended up picking Fisher out. We thought that was really cute. And this one, Levi, is going to be
Wolverine.
So
Is
we'll
Wolverine a
Wolf.
weasel though?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
You sure?
So we either picked out Wolverine, Badger, or Weasel was going to be the names. Kind of go in line with that. So I think we're going to go with Wolverine. He kind of has the same coloring, and he seems to be the one that barks the most, and I think he's the one we're going to keep.
Alright, let's go see if June's okay. She's always doing this, hanging out by herself, but you never know when a goat's out here by itself. You just never know. They could be sick, but we're gonna walk up to her, see if she jumps up and walks away just fine and looks healthy.
It's supposed to be a sign of barber pole worms that they're standoffish, but
she's got her own. We've got an IBC tote shelter down there, and she is for sure to be the first one in there. She'll go to bed 2 hours before dark just to make sure she gets her shelter. But I can tell you, she's already thinking oh gosh, they're gonna catch us. She's eyeballing all of us. She's not sick.
Come here, Mama. She's bred.
She's very heavily bred.
Come here, kid. Good girl.
So
I'm scared of hot, Mom.
sometimes you just got to know the personality of your goats.
Yep.
We've got a cow down at the other place. I'll show you here in a minute once I go feed them hay. But she's always standing by herself. But she's gained probably 300 or 400 pounds since we've had her. So I'm not thinking she's sick. She should be bred and due to calving into March.
Yep.
So we got to get our cows back to the house soon and just leave the two that we're going to feed out down at the neighbor's friend's place.
Wild calf.
This is our off-brand Highland calf.
Are you gonna share? Oh goodness!
What? Burris freaking them out.
Burris. Yeah.
Burris is mean to most of the animals.
So soon, once that thing at the beginning of the video is done, we won't have to feed hay like this any longer. But this is actually the first hay that we fed to the whole herd. We have some squares we feed to the goats in the corral, but this is the first round bell that we fed here at this location. We've been feeding the cows elsewhere, but there's just enough wheat and clover and stuff that these goats have been staying fed for the most part on what had grown up in the summer. And you can see there's wheat down in there, all that green stuff you see highlighted by the sun.
Hopefully we get some moisture in here. Sooner or later.
You'll be all right. You don't need no more. Tilly. But I got to go get this 3-point lift modified for class 2. And I got to go down to the neighbor's place and get 2 round bells and take them down to the other neighbor and friends of ours where we got the cows kept right now.
Yep.
So, and I got to talk to them. I've been talking to him about maybe doing fodder to fatten up a couple of our calves down there instead of grain, so that they will be grass finished and get more nutrients out of that grain. So I'm gonna go talk to him about where we could set that up and build a little fodder system at his place. If he's interested in doing that, we'll feed him grain. We'll feed him grain if we need to, but we'd like to grass finish them. And anyways, so see you here in a minute. So we're down here getting the hay now. Huxton just said he had to come with us. Let's get the one on the front first, since I know what I'm doing, and then we'll turn around and get one on the back.
Wait, you made a big...
Yeah, we got one on the back now. Put it in the lower gear, so these bells are pretty tight.
I realized that over there, there's
Oh yeah, look at that, Hux.
me and Papa gonna be able to see in front of us when we drive back to the house.
That's a heavy bell. Now we're gonna try to get one on there as soon as I get turned around.
Oh, Dad! Look at that green old truck.
Let's get one off the right side, keep it even. Maybe he's OCD and he wants me to keep it even. Shayla would be. Whoop! And it's on there. What?
Dad, look at those trucks
All right.
on the way forward.
Yeah.
Dad,
The what?
look. See that truck?
That tractor?
No, that truck.
Turn right. Let's get me out of here so I can get a picture of you sitting on the tractor.
See that?
Turn right. There's something out in front of us. There's a tractor implement. I want you to hit it. Those? Those? Is that? Oh, that truck.
Look,
Oh yeah, Levi'd be crazy if you seen that truck, huh?
look. You would be way crazy
All right.
if you seen the
Don't touch
green
any
one.
shifters. I want to get a video of you. We're loaded down. All right, so over to the cows, get you a video of that. Check out Oak Mulgy Livestock Auction. He's a young guy just starting up the sale barn. He's putting it all out there. trying to get it started. If you're in the Okmulgee area, check out his cell barn. All right, we're over here feeding the cows. Was that fun? Cold? Huxton, were you driving? Did you put this in the ditch and almost flip us over? That was scary. I told you not to hit the ditch. And you went right for the muddy one, huh?
I'm turning left.
He's not fast enough. Blackjack, you look bred. There's our bony steer. Gotta get some weight on him. He's tall, but he ain't filled out yet. Hey girls, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, Blackjack. Come on, Jemima. Oh, there's the cow that I was talking about being shy, but she didn't look very shy right there. And Blackjack is not shy. Pick where we're going to feed it, Hux. Steer me around until we're ready to feed it. We fed down here a few times. Let's feed down here again. There's my $350 heifer. I think she's a pretty good looking heifer for $350. I gotta get the hay ring, Blackjack. I don't know. That's one of them we're thinking about finishing with fodder. Right there. Well, the main guy. The main guy. Can it be done with fodder? A lot of people say that fodder is not what it's cracked up to be. That it's just all water weight, this, that, and the other. Well, no duh, you feed. Man, I can't find the end of this. Right. It's kind of like, well, no duh, you feed about the same weight in grain as you normally would, but you grow it up into a plant where, you know, which is what cattle are supposed to eat, a plant, not necessarily grain, and they can more readily digest it and get the nutrients from it. And it's also better quality meat for your consumption versus grain fed, more healthy for you. So I think we're going to try it. As I get this hay fed, I'm going to go talk to him about where we might set up our fodder system.
Alright guys, so yesterday after Dakota dropped off that hay over at our friend's place where our cows are at, they ended up inviting us to stay for supper, and so we never did our closeout video, so that's going to be now.
Yep, so we got hay moved down there. As you seen, we fed the cows. Everything's going good with the cows except that white-faced one that I said was a little shy. There towards the end when I was heading back up to the house, I noticed she has a big abscess on her lower neck, front shoulder. She has probably some kind of pus pocket. She got bruised doing something, horsing around or something, and she's got a little pus pocket. So we got to keep an eye on that. We may have to pick her up soon, bring her back, bring her home, get her in the chute, lance it, just normal farm stuff. That's if you're going to get livestock, you're either going to have to pay a vet to do those things, or you're going to have the means to do them yourself.
Yep.
Well, you need the means to do them yourself, whether or not you're going to pay the vet or not, because it's more feasible if you have the means to do it yourself, even if you're going to hire a vet. If you have a chute or some way to confine them for the vet to do it at your house, whether you're going to take them to the vet or not. So
with our
Which-
experience, also everything usually happens on the weekends
usually
anyway.
happens on a Sunday or a holiday or
Yeah.
something like that. So if you're going to have more than 2 animals, you need to be able and capable to do some of those veterinarian things
Yeah,
yourself.
sometimes the vet's out, on a call checking livestock at somebody else's farm too. So, yeah, definitely.
But she was actually more spunky. I said in the video she's usually laid back and hiding off somewhere. She was actually right up there in the mix, playing around, horsing around with other cows while I was taking the hay out there. So otherwise she looks really good. She's not limping. It's one of those things where it could take care of itself and resolve itself. I'm gonna go look here in another day or so and make sure it's not worse. And we plan on bringing those cows back. The plan is to bring those cows back to the house here in the next week or two, and set a date with the vet to take the big black heifer, the small black cow, or I say big black, the black heifer that's about as big as the small cow, and the Hereford-looking heifer down there, to the vet to get AI'd to a low birth weight Angus, and because they're all smaller animals or heifers, so we want to AI them instead of finding a bull that we don't know birth weights on or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then this evening we're working on the hay feeder again. It's going to be a battle fortress of the hay feeder. There's a few things. Once it's done, I'll tell you where I kind of messed up and what I'll do different next time I build one of these. But it's going to get the job done here in the later part of winter soon. So, and then after that, we may start a project, several projects here on the shop. First one will be putting doors on our shop because it's wide open right now. It's probably 34 degrees right now, and we've got the wood stove going, which you can feel the heat from 10 feet away. But if I had doors on here, it'd be a whole lot warmer in here. And then get doors on the shop, and my little corner to the shop where I keep my man toys and my little scale supplies and my bang sticks and stuff like that. Where I keep those is going to be walled in, my little office, cubicle area.
Fancy, moving up in the world.
So we'll probably have to film some of that.
Yeah.
And we have a huge, and then once all that's done, the next step in the shop will be to start insulating a little bit for summertime. So we can't afford spray foam insulation, so what we plan on doing is using like foam board, like some 2-inch thick foam board, and probably some spray foam or can foam, and just cutting out pieces for the walls, like as you can see right behind us, like trim out pieces to fit in between that framing, and glue them in and glue the gaps in. And around the 4 foot up or so, we want to run some metal flashing around it for flame retardantness, because we do a lot of cutting and grinding and fabrication stuff in here.
Yeah.
But those are just some future plans to look out for in videos.
Yep.
And hope you liked this video and you subscribe. Let's explain like why subscribers are helpful to us.
Well,
So
you hit that subscribe button. It's completely free to you. It's not gonna hurt you. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want notifications of videos, then you can hit the bell, and that'll pop up. Like if we or any other channel that you like has a new video, then it'll pop up on your phone like a text notification.
And what that's going to do for us is it's going to help our channel grow. And with helping our channel grow, our plans, although we love having all the different kinds of animals and stuff, our plans isn't to just solely be a homestead. The difference between a homestead and a farm is a homestead, you're only feeding yourself. A farm is where you're feeding, the surrounding community or abroad. And when we say we want to be actual farmers, we're not saying that we want to have a contract with Tyson Beef and sell 500 steers a year to them. What we want to do is produce, half a dozen, 2 dozen, as we grow and as we can fill orders to the local community. And we want to do things regeneratively, and we want to do things proper for the health of our customers, for the health of our animals, for the health of our farm and our land. And when you subscribe to the channel, like we said, it helps grow, and eventually we could make significant money from YouTube. And every bit of that, if we make money off YouTube, every bit of that we want to invest in that farming operation. So, we've said before, we're finally monetized on this channel. Took us 2 years, 3 years, two and a half years to get monetized.
Yeah.
But our subscriber count is growing quickly right now. I mean, sometimes 6, 8, 10 a day.
Yeah,
which is the fastest we've ever grown. And we're
that.
thankful for everybody that's subscribed. We really want to improve our content.
Yeah.
And one way that you can help us improve our content is to get in the comments and tell us what you'd like to see.
Yeah.
If you want to see more of the goats and what it takes to raise a goat herd that size, let us know. If you want to see more of our cattle, let us know.
Yeah, there's just only so much that we can come up with as far as just getting too repetitive. So it really helps when you guys comment, and not only that, but it boosts. There's an algorithm, so if you're not familiar with that, every time that you comment or you hit that thumbs up on anyone's video or you subscribe, then YouTube sees that more people are interested and they're liking the videos, and then it puts our videos, when you go to search for something, it puts us up in the top, or puts it in people's recommended videos. And so,
we should probably do a live soon so we could talk about like the future of the channel and give away a bunch of. We need to come up with merchandise that we just have on hand that we can give away and stuff.
I'm working on that.
And we need to do live and get some of our loyal people on, get them some merchandise.
We're doing a $100 gift card
maybe
giveaway.
Yeah.
As soon as we hit 2,000.
Hey, we're only 400 subscribers away, so go do what it takes to get involved in that.
Share it to a group.
Hey,
share
if you don't have Facebook, share it on Telegram to a homesteading community on there, or wherever you can. We know a lot of people don't like Facebook, and if you're a loyal subscriber, we'll include you in the giveaway. If you've been commenting on all of our stuff from the beginning.
It's either 5,000 Facebook followers or 2,000 subscribers to YouTube. And we're on Instagram too, but our following there is pretty small. So if you have Instagram, go there and follow us there as well. And we have TikTok also. And there's a little bit different content on each platform. But, whatever you watch, then you can follow us along on any of those. So just helps us out, and we're grateful, and we like to do lots of giveaways, and we're hoping to do. This video is going to get long if I talk too much, but we're hoping to do some classes next year, and just really, there's so many people that.
And we'll be at the Okie Homesteading Expo.
Yeah.
In some capacity for welding. I'm not an instructor, but I will help you stick some metal together. That's the plans. We want to get a couple welders there and stick some metal together.
Yep.
I may put together a slideshow of like maybe some of our projects or something, and something I don't know.
It's coming up fast, so we gotta.
But we need to get the power for our generators figured out, or for our welders figured out. But I'll help you stick some metal together. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to try to do for our presence there.
Yeah. But I think we're gonna go ahead and close this out because we're getting pretty long here, and we'll try to do a live here pretty soon, and then maybe we can just have an open platform of speaking there.
All right, like and subscribe.
Catch you later.